Yo, what is up guys, Grim here, and in today's video, a quick short one. I wanted to show you guys a brand new discovery with Seele, which actually makes her even stronger in single target sustained fights. It's actually possible to gain 2 sets of the buffed state per ultimate cast, using a trick which we're not really sure we 100% understand. It's in the game and it pretty much only works for her and like one other character, but nonetheless it works. So I'm going to show you guys what happens and how it works, and you guys can use it and decide how you want to use it all by yourselves, but it's fair to say on single target fights this substantially increases their damage. I'll show you that guys in my spreadsheet as well at the end here. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what we're probably all mostly doing when we're playing her, and then big shout outs to the person who discovered this in my Discord server. You know who you are, big thanks. But this is what we're basically mostly doing. So most people, like, they'll be like, oh, got my ultimate almost up, and in the event that you're not going to be able to pull off a double resurgence, like by killing enemies and stuff like that, maybe you're on a big single target chunker who just has so much HP, you can, normally you're just going to smash that ultimate right after you get it, right? You're going to be like, oh yeah, I got my ultimate up. Yep, bang, 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 here we go. And you would, you'd pop it off, you'd do some damage, and you'd come in here and you'd be like, okay, so for my next attack, I have one more turn of the buffed state. Now we're going to go through a full battle here, and I'll show you guys exactly how that works. We'll see the buff fall off on the next attack, and that'll be working as normal. But there's a way to cheese this to make it so that you actually get the buff state for 2 skills instead of 1. So now you'll see after this, the buff state is now gone. It has disappeared because I've done my action. Now I'm going to do a quick cut and I'm going to set up the thing again and you guys are going to see. Alright, so we're back. We're in the same exact scenario, but this time, instead of using our ultimate right away when we're attacking a single target and we want to do maximum damage, what we're actually going to do is we're going to save the ultimate for our next turn. Now, this will eliminate your opportunity to gain energy from getting attacked and stuff like that, but if your rotation's already pretty much locked down and you've got a tank or you've got like Japad or Tremors of Fire in your team, chances are your Seele wasn't going to get hit anyway by anything but AoE attacks, and most fights, or a good amount of fights, don't even have AoE attacks that would end up hitting her anyway. So you're not giving up too much here, but we're saving our ultimate for the next time that Seele is going to get attacked, and I'm going to show you guys what happens when you do this. Alright, so here we go, waiting for the enemy to attack here. Oh man, Trailblazer Fire putting in work. Alright, so we've got our ultimate up and we've got our Seele. She's got no buff state right now. We're going to go ahead and use the ultimate here, and we're going to use a skill straight after. Now, if we were kind of going off what we did before, we'd be like, okay, so this is going to consume the buff state for sure, right? There's no way it doesn't, because before we used the ultimate at the end of our turn, then we used the skill and it was gone. So it says 1 turn remaining. So if I use a skill, it should go away, right? Well, it doesn't. You actually get to retain this buff state throughout the turn order, and you get to use it again. So you'll see that she still has it right here, buffed state. So you get 2 skills out of it instead of 1 by saving that ultimate and using it on the turn to like kind of follow up. This is a massive damage increase for Seele, and it definitely is just gonna make her even better than she already is. I'll show you guys exactly what that looks like, but I wanted to kind of go over a few of the pros and cons. So first and foremost, when you're clearing out ads, and there's ads on the table and all sorts of stuff like that, and when you can get last hits, when you can trigger resurgence, this is not relevant. Go ahead and trigger resurgence, use the ult straight away, chain them together, use a double resurgence combo, do all that good stuff, and go ahead and on the killing spree that you're gonna be going on. But when you're up against one single enemy, and you've got a priority target, and you don't care about the ads, and you're just trying to kill them, it is definitely going to be a damage gain, assuming you're not taking big AoE damage to give you a ton of energy every single turn, to save the ultimate for the following turn and get 2 stacks of the buff state. You're not only getting increased damage, but you're also getting quantum penetration. The damage of the buffed state skills is so substantially higher, it is ridiculous. Let me show you guys exactly how much it is better. Alright, so this is my calcs for Seele, and you can see here this is the rotation. So she's going to use her ultimate 3 times normally at E0, and it only gets even better when you get up to E2 if you've got E2. But we're on E0 right now, so let's talk about E0. Alright. So if you see here, a buffed skill here, this is the buffed skill right here, does 21k in endgame gear, and a non-buff skill does 11k. So that is a big deal, man. And if we shift the numbers around a little bit and we actually play it out how we just saw it in game, we go skill, we get the ultimate, it would be available, but instead of popping it straight away and only getting 1 buff skill, we save it instead for the following turn, and then we ult and then skill, we're gonna get an extra buffed up skill. So right now at E0, she does 286,000 damage, but with this this finding, we're going to get 2 buffed skills per rotation. So we can go ahead and copy this here, which is the extra buff and the penetration down, and we get an extra buff skill here, get another extra buff skill here, and we get another extra buff skill here. So you can see that our damage goes up to 315,000. So already we're now above what E1 was giving us before just by playing her a little bit differently. This is a tremendous gain for Seele players and makes her even better than we already thought she was. So she's an AoE beast, she was already good at single target, and now she gets even better at single target with this trick, assuming that you don't have any energy gains that you're giving up. But really the way it does play out is that you do normally have a tank who is eating all the damage, and there's not a massive amount of AoE attacks which are going to get the whole team. So I think this is pretty much a damage gain in a lot of scenarios, and it might be the difference between, you know, getting some memory of chaos progression and not. So hopefully this short video has given you guys a bit of insight. You know, I'm bummed this wasn't in my Seele guide, but it is what it is. You guys can watch this after, and if you know anyone who has Seele, please send this video to them so that they can, you know, get a little bit more damage out of their favorite character if it's their favorite character. And of course, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more. But until next time, thanks for watching and cheers.